back to Strings and Pucks. This is Jeremy Laura, the stuttering guitarist, with the most exciting interview so far for the channel. I have 2021 Detroit draft pick Shai Buium on the phone. Shai, how are you doing today?
Doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing really well. It's really good to talk to you. You're one of the names that's been coming up in the comments for Hockey Buzz for the Detroit blog, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your journey. But what's the AHL been like for you this year? Just the transition.
It's been good. I think the biggest thing is just playing, more games than you do in college. You double regular season games right there. I would say probably that's just the biggest thing, and taking care of your body away from the rink and making sure you're always ready to go.
Yeah, that's something I talked to Coach Watson about. I don't know how you guys stay healthy doing 2 and 3, 3 and 4 on a bus to Milwaukee and back. Is it a challenge to knock out the dents mid-season when you're in a rush like that?
I mean, obviously, it's fine. You get kind of used to it. You learn the ways around to take your body, like treat your body the right way and make sure everything's going well so you can perform at a high level every night. So, bus right there aren't too bad. You get used to them and it works out.
That's awesome. Your attitude's been fantastic. I actually just rewatched your draft day interview. A little different because you're doing it from home. Were you more nervous for your draft, or you have a brother that was drafted? I mean, nerve levels. Was there a difference in the two?
I honestly, I think I was more nervous for him. But, like I always said, it didn't really matter where I went. I just wanted to go to a good organization. I was really happy to come here, and my little brother's draft was really fun and it was exciting and so much buzz around him. Especially, he could have went anywhere from 2 to 15, and it was just so exciting. So I was pretty nervous with him. It's a little different.
It was crazy. I actually love that dome in Vegas. The way the panels and things are just incredible. It's a spectacle. You got to do a cool couch interview. You've had a development track in a class where Ed Vinson fell to Detroit in the first round, which I'd literally done a write-up saying he's being called the poor man's Victor Hedman. Don't count on him being there. Then they move up to get Kosa, who you're obviously very familiar with. We get you, get Mazer, we get I think Savage came in that same draft, and he was captaining over at State. He got a little bit of the injury bug. The development has been really fun to watch for your draft class. Liam Dower Nielsen as well. I don't know if has it been the way with the people you grew up developing with from California to Shattuck St. Mary's and then you end up in Denver winning 2 championships, the all rookie team, second all-star team one year. You're in a very special class of draftees that seem to be really, really pushing their development.
Yeah, I think they just did a really good job drafting that year. Obviously, just really, really hardworking guys. You got Mays. I actually live with him. He's really hardworking. He's very skilled. Takes care of his own body really well. So guys like him, Kosa, same thing, Kosa. So they just drafted well-rounded guys, and I just think they're all working hard and everyone's getting better and developing on the right trajectory.
It's very cool. Looking at your stats, another 6'3" left shot, 15 points on the year. And I have season ticket holders to the Griffins who come to the board. One guy said, his passing is unreal, the way he finds teammates. And so you're getting a lot of kudos that you probably don't get to see or hear. And I mean, you've got 2 championships in the NCAA. That's awesome. I mean, what a great path you've been on.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously been a lot of fun and a lot of hard work, but yeah, just trying to get to the next level.
All right, so I asked this to Alex Cotton. He's over in Czech right now. As of today, like I'm rounding the corner toward 50. When you're old and decrepit like me, do you have a favorite piece that's definitely going on the wall of a man cave or the media room already?
I mean, yeah, I think I have like, my two national championship jerseys. We get those like little trophies we get, I'll probably have up there. All types of memorabilia. But I have a feeling, me and my brothers, hopefully, I'll put it all together, maybe my parents' house.
Oh, that's really cool. I that's that's actually very cool that you throw back to your parents because hockey parents live a different life, and
Oh yeah.
so you you go from California, you go to Shattuck St. Mary's. Is there like a wall of fame slash Hall of Fame there? Because that there's a lot of great players who come through there.
I mean, yeah, obviously there's a lot of things, there's like at Shattuck, I know there's a kind of like a board, everyone signs that
Seriously.
like came through the hockey program and whatnot, and all types of like pictures and autograph stuff. And then the same thing at Denver, like in the locker room, there's a wall with everyone all the teams, and then like your name under it if you've played a game for them or whatnot. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
I, I am blown away. It's everyone's development path is different, but I mean, Kosa's got a couple gold medals. Um, no, I'm sorry, not Kosa. That I'm talking Augustine, who's still at state. He, he stepped in, had to step up. Um, the pipeline of defensemen and goalies. Of course, talking to Coach Watson, he'd love to see Augustine and Kosa on the same team. But the D in Grand Rapids combined with what I found out was a very new approach in coaching this year, you guys have a lot of buzz that was being generated when there were some rough stints here in Detroit. The people going to the Griffins games were like, "Yeah, you got to go down there." Though the buzz has just been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we got a good whole group. The whole group's doing really well. Last 4 games weren't great, but obviously throughout the full season, we've been doing really good. And I think our D core is really well rounded. We got a lot of young talent that's really good. A lot of older guys that lead the way for us. Same with the forward group. So yeah, I mean, season's been great with this team, and can be happier.
My wife and I used to drive to Grand Rapids a bit. And the first time we went, we weren't ready because here comes like a dune buggy on the ice with the mascots and the strobe lights and the atmosphere. People love it. It's a fantastic group and it's pretty loud. I was
Yeah,
I was a little shocked actually.
yeah, we have a really good fan base, really good atmosphere. So yeah.
All right, so offhand question: the first time you saw someone wearing your Griffins jersey, like you see your name, you see your number, and someone's probably in the pro shop asking for a game use stick. Does that affect a player, or do you kind of no sell it? Kind of like, oh, no, that's nice. Thanks for doing that. Or does it kind of hit you as something really special?
Honestly, I don't think I've seen anyone in Mike Griffin's jersey yet.
I've
I
seen a
don't know.
few. I've seen people holding them up to the glass after games. Um, that you need to make your media guy work harder. No, I'm just kidding. Don't. No, he's been awesome. Don't tell him I said that. Although he'll see the video.
But yeah, I mean, it's pretty special to see people. I mean, wearing your jersey means they like you as a player, and that they want you to do well, and obviously, I mean, that's pretty special.
Well, and this is something Coach Watson and I joked about. Your generation and each generation that comes up knows more about health, recovery. You know when you have to do what, and you kind of clear the decks to make sure you get everything done. How long have you been in what you call kind of your hockey routine? Because knowing when to eat, knowing when to nap, knowing, when to work out, how to keep the lactic acid down, how much water to pound before you take a nap so you don't wake up dehydrated. Like, when was the youngest age where you're like, I need to make this commitment to my daily routine, kind of untouchable?
I would say probably when I got to high school, when I got to Shattuck,
Wow.
I always knew, like, I always had people telling me like what you got to do to make it, and they're not wrong. I always had a really good support staff telling me, how to take care of your body, nutrition, and working out and stretching every day and all that stuff to help you away from the ice. So when you're on the ice, you can play your best every night. And I would say, you're learning about it as you're in high school, so you try to implement it, but you're a little immature and you're not fully committed. But then I think, you get to your junior year high school, and then you get into junior hockey, and you get into college, and then it really dials in, and you realize how important it really is.
Oh, in my lifetime, so it's been a while. I was born in 76. Training camps went from being a month long because guys were so out of shape over the summer. So the training camp was how they got into shape. Now you show up, they have all your stats from last year, your summer assignments, and I think each of you get like an individualized meal plan with the culinary people, just based on how you gain or lose weight. It's hard to keep on weight in season, almost impossible. Not totally, but I mean, you're out there, you're sweating, and in the right stretch, you could lose 3-5 pounds, without even noticing.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of resources here, especially in the Red Rooms organization. You can got a lot of, we have nutritionists, we have dietitians, we got everyone really knows. There's someone to go talk to if you need help or need advice or need a meal plan or whatever it is, and they help you build it, and so you can be successful.
It's awesome to see. Before you came in, a couple years before, Yuri Fisher was kind of taking over the health part, and I was at the camp in Traverse City. He like wiped off the food table, and I mean, not into the garbage, but he said, no, get rid of this. We're doing whole grain bread. We're doing, apples. We're doing, it was a complete turnaround. And with all that Yuri had been through, he knew so much about nutrition coming back. And that's when I saw a change that I was like, I think this is going to hit the entire organization as much as like your social media classes of, you know what, to stay off till summer, and then if you get married, post the pictures, kind of all the kind of stuff that they had to change and adjust to.
Yeah.
When you're in college, when you're developing or post draft, do you get like a phone call of someone saying, hey, just checking up, hope you're doing good, do you need anything?
Oh yeah. I would say, throughout the season, you get a few checkups throughout, like, I would say like every month or so, you probably get a call. I get a call and check up, do video even with skating coaches or development coaches, and then meet with the nutritionist and see how everything's going on that part. So yeah, they're really on top of it, especially with their prospects.
They seriously incorporate video into those.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's wow. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna get to the more fun part. At some point, you have to let the steam valve off. Do you have a favorite hobby? Are you one of the guys going to play cards on the bus, or watch a movie. Like, how do you kind of decompress when you get those minutes?
Yeah, obviously bus rides are long, so I like to play cards with guys. I don't know. I guess off season I like to golf, do whatever, go just hang out outdoors. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a homebody also. I like to just relax, watch the TV, hang out.
All right. So what's your handicap at this point?
Oh, me? No, I'm like a bogey golfer. I'm not that good.
Oh, okay. Well, you're still better than me. My handicap in golf is showing up because it's bad. I hit someone's house once, and that was the last game I played.
Oh, I've done that many times.
Oh, okay, so I feel less bad. But like Cleary's a scratch golfer, and there's a couple guys on the team that are
Oh
ridiculously
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah.
So because I call the channel Strings and Pucks. I've been a guitarist for a while. I designed a guitar for a small company in California. And one of my favorite things in pregame is some of the music that's been around a while. You'll hear the old AC/DC, like Thunderstruck type of stuff. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but can you name one song that no matter how many times you hear it, you'll never get sick of it? And one song you're like, oh, if that went out of rotation, I wouldn't lose any sleep.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of one off the top of my head right now.
No worries. All right. So last couple of fun things. You've got, you've got some buddies that you've known for a long time. You and Carter kind of knew each other, not kind of. You roomed, I think, over in Denver.
Yeah.
How much easier does it make things when you see someone who's a really good friend when you show up?
Yeah, obviously it makes everything easier. Kind of have someone to lean on when you first get here. Meeting everyone else, you always have someone to hang out with, and yeah, I mean it's always been great. He's a good friend, and kind of showed me the way around here, and which has helped me a lot.
That's awesome. And I'll be frank, I'm 6'1", and if I saw him on the ice, I'd jump off as quick as possible because he can make life difficult and
Yeah,
painful.
yeah, likes to get a little scrappy.
Yeah, a little scrappy. We'll mark that down. Um, for the hockey nerds on my site, myself included, what flex do you like for your stick, or do you do multiple flexes, just depending on the situation?
Yeah, I just changed to 80 flex this year or last year. I like that one right now. But I don't know. I like to change things up sometimes.
Uh, you're a strong, tall kid. You've got to be able to turn that thing into a horseshoe if you hit it hard enough.
Yeah, a lot of plays. You got to be able to make them quick and I think a lower flex helps.
It definitely does, especially those tippable shots from like the blue line or top of the face-off dot. You can get a nice flat shot. I don't know if you ever saw one of Chara's sticks. I think he had a 165 flex at one point, and I was just that blew my mind. But he was a beast. Um, Other than that, you're a pro hockey player. You're living a dream. You've seen guys who've moved on, from their career. You're on this incredibly exciting path. You get your name called at the draft, and you see, it thins out. You're in it. You're in the mix of it. Is that something you let yourself enjoy, or is it I need to take this a minute at a time for now? I'll enjoy it later.
I mean, obviously, I enjoy it. You got to enjoy the moment. But I think, I like to just live in the moment. Take it one day at a time and just try to get better every day so I can make it to the next level.
That's fantastic. I love your skating. I love what you're able to do, and the people that get to see you say, look, he's not getting enough press for how good he is at finding people on the ice. So that's pretty high praise, especially from some of the guys who are, serial, like stat people. My last fun thing is the jersey auctions after a game where you might have a special jersey and they would go auction it off to the fans. Have you ever seen one of those go down?
Not in GR. I actually had to do one, but I had to catch flight, so I was able to even be a part of it. But I mean, I've been part of them, throughout my hockey career.
It's awesome. My wife and I went. They rolled in the rack, and it was the one where a fan designed the logo, and they were dripping wet still, autographed, but still dripping wet. And
Yeah,
people get into it, but one guy got his and put it on, like right as soon as he got it, and my wife and I kind of looked at each other. I was like, um, that's awesome. Glad you're a super fan. But wow, that's you guys play hard in those things. I mean, there's sometimes a little bit of Gatorade stain on the front, some puck marks, and just incredible amount of work. I loved the Lion jerseys this year. I thought those were a very cool switch. Have you had a favorite alternate jersey?
Um, I honestly think the Lion ones were really cool. The Lion jerseys.
So different. I've never seen one like it that I can remember. I actually like them better than like the Winter Classic and Stadium Series stuff that we see. They were just so different and cool. You either you've already known or you've learned sports is Detroit and Michigan as a whole. That's our movie stars, that's our celebrities, and that's what picks us up when things maybe aren't going so great for people. So I want to congratulate you first on a development path that has already seen you grab accolades. You're at the dance. I have a feeling we're going to see you in red toward the end of the year. Do those end of the year call ups, etc. How many tickets are you going to have to buy, and is it going to basically erase that game check when you?
Yeah, I mean, if I get there, hopefully one day, definitely a lot of tickets. So
that's so cool.
It'll be an expensive day.
Yeah, it is. I never thought of it until someone had bought 30 tickets for friends and family. I'm like, oh Lord, no. You, you can probably ask them to chip in after 15. So,
yeah.
Well, I just want you to know your name comes up, and that draft is incredibly special. I think especially for players that are willing to sacrifice, D-men, forwards that are scrappy, and a goaltender that grows at every level. And you're part of the excitement for the crowd that comes to the blog. I can't stress enough how cool it is to hear people just bring you up and talk about what you're able to do and how exciting it is to watch you.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty special. A lot of guys here with a lot of talent, a lot of good chance to make it. So it's really fun.
Well, keep doing what you're doing, because and you've seen it. You're just gonna jump out. I think your coach said it best. He spends less time scouting other teams and more time saying, we need to focus inside the room. That was a shift for him in attitude and approach. And, you have former players like Lashoff, very recent former players, and a very good team, a very good support crew. And you're someone we all look forward to seeing. And I can't imagine going through what you've been through. It's been kind of a whirlwind, but congratulations, because you've stepped up at every stage.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Is there anything you want to shout out, and anything you want people to know?
No, I'm all good.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again. I can't thank you enough for the time. It's been an absolute pleasure for you guys out here on Hockey Buzz and Strings and Pucks. This has been Shai Buium, 6'3" left shot D man. We got another biggie coming who can find the open person and who can crank it. So we'll look forward to seeing you when you get up here.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Anytime. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.